Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Dad's Expensive Hobby.
What's up?
Today, we're taking a look at the SH Figuarts Krillin, Son Goku's old friend. This is the newest Krillin that just dropped from Premium Bandai. And I gotta be honest, I almost forgot I had ordered this thing. It was almost a freaking year ago that he went up for pre-order, and I honestly haven't heard much chatter about him since and kind of forgot about him. But he's here, and I gotta say, there's some good things going on with this figure, and there's some not so good things going on with this figure, but we'll go over all that here in due time. I gotta tell you, he's a short one. If you liked him a little bit shorter than their strongest man figure, you'll like this. And if you like him a little bit taller, you probably won't. But let's dive into him, starting with his package. Typical SH Figuarts packaging. Nice window right here. Nice color choices. It's really not any different than any of the other Krillin packages that we've got. It's pretty good on the front and on the back. My usual complaint of them not utilizing the space and kind of shrinking down their figures, but the images they do use are pretty good. So overall, SH Figuarts makes a nice package, nice and displayable. But I mentioned he is short, and let's see how short this little fella really is. To the top of his head, he is exactly 4 inches tall, which would make the figure 10 centimeters. So this is a little guy. Let's stand him next to the Kid Krillin, and they are the exact same size. He might have a millimeter or 2 on the Kid Krillin, but hell, their heads are the same size and stuff, and this one's obviously got broader shoulders and broader chest. And here he is with the Earth's Strongest Man figure. And the Earth's Strongest Man, for some reason, is a lot taller. I'll go at the end. I'll take whether or not which one I think is the best one. And somebody tell me real quick, does he get taller from the Namek saga into the Android and Cell saga, which is what this one right here is from? Somebody tell me down in the comments, or is that just the scale that they wanted to go with that one? Either way doesn't really bother me. And here he is with a Goku figure. And I don't know. Krillin's height, in the anime just kind of bounces around just a little bit, so it doesn't really bother me, but he's shorter than Goku like he should. But let's dive a little deeper into him and see how it looks. Now, for his aesthetic, Krillin isn't the most aesthetic figure, or character, I should say, in the Dragon Ball universe to begin with. But to me, there's something just slightly off about this figure. I can't put my finger quite on it. I can't tell if his shoulders are just too broad for how short his neck is in comparison to his legs, and just something's off. He feels a little frumpy and dumpy. I feel like in the hips, his hips are maybe a little bit too wide. Somebody tell me if I'm just being crazy. Because, look here at the tallest Krillin figure. See how the waist is smaller and just his proportions are a little bit better. Yeah, this one's arms might be a little too short for his height. But here it I don't know, just something's off with his overall look. Fuck. Now, as far as the finish on the figure, it's very nice, like a matte finish on the plastic, and the skin tones kind of have a matte, the satin or whatever. The full-on flat matte finish on Dragon Ball line is probably a thing of the past. We're not going to get that anymore, but it looks pretty decent. The paint that they put here on the chest does match the plastic very well, so I like it. I like the head shape. For the most part, it's a little kind of weirdly flattened and kind of has that angle. You see that right there, kind of egghead. I'm not quite sure if Krillin's head is supposed to look like that, but I'll take it if it's a problem for somebody else. Tell me if it's just inaccurate. I like the look of his little symbols right here. And right here, the little hermit, turtle hermit or whatever, clan, insignias look good. His little feet look good. The gi looks good. The sculpt is good. I like the fact that it's all new. The diaper piece right here, let me back up for just a second, because all this is soft plastic. Up here in the upper body is all soft plastic, which is what they're kind of trying to move towards, which I like and don't like all at the same time. I'm not sure if Bandai executes it quite right, but that's soft right through there. The diaper piece is soft, and the upper legs, the plastic is soft. I don't know if you can actually see how I'm flexing that plastic there. Lower legs is hard plastic, but the upper legs is soft plastic. And it feels like the diaper piece might be slightly too big. If you kind of see that, it looks like it's sagging down in the back a little bit, and I think maybe that's affecting his overall look. Not that he looks horrible, it just he doesn't look like some super martial artist. He feels too frumpy, almost kind of not quite Yajirobe fat, but he looks, it's making him look chunky side to side. Again, somebody tell me if I'm just being a lunatic. The shape of his little muscles is good though. His delts and his arms and stuff, they did a nice job there. Overall, it's not a bad representation of Krillin. It just, when I, like, in my mind's eye think of Krillin, for some reason, like, this silhouette isn't really it. Now, for accessories, this is Bandai, so we know that they're not going to blow us away with quantity, but what we get is halfway decent. We do get 5 different head sculpts for him. We do get the serious head on him in the package, and we do get a teeth gritting face that I think looks pretty good. He also gets 3 different open mouth yelling faces that look good. He gets one where he's angry and it looks really nice. He gets one that has a surprised look on his face and it looks good. And he gets one where his eyes are squinted shut like he's in pain, and I like it a lot as well. He also gets 12 different hands, 2 fist hands on him in the package, and then a nice variety of open style hands, nothing we haven't seen before, and 2 of them happen to plug into the energy effect that we'll talk about here in just a second. Now, let's focus on this genitalia shaped Kamehameha blast thing that he has right here, because this thing, it has definitely been the a point of controversy since the promotional images were released. As far as sculpt and stuff, it's not badly done. You know, yellow translucent plastic with some like silver painting on the ends of it. I'm not really sure what to make of it, but you take what you want from that shape right there, and I'll leave you to it. But it does come with a nice clear acrylic stand as well. Overall, for accessories and his price, this is mid in my opinion. Now, for his articulation, this guy moves pretty good, so we'll just go over it step by step. Got a neck joint right here that does lend to allow his chin to go down into the chest. It will lean back and his head will actually look up pretty well, and that's because he is on a double ball peg, and I know a lot of people like to make the complaint that double ball pegs don't let the head look up, but he looks up pretty darn good. It's usually hair sculpts or the way they've sculpted the back of the head that doesn't allow figures to look up. Shoulders, there's some new stuff I think in here, but you can get a Y pose out of the shoulder, or at least if I orient it correctly, you can. Anyways, it will go up higher if you fiddle with it. Full 360. Now, his shoulder has a kind of, in my opinion, an over-engineered kind of system. The actual deltoid itself is on a little hinge that has a ball peg on it that connects down into a little cup that you might be able to see if I'm showing it to you in there. Down there, that actually sits on a hinge that's here in the middle of the chest to allow it to go up and down, and you can actually kind of pull it out of socket or stick it back in there like that. A little over-engineered for what you would need Krillin to do. Oh, and I'll show you. It does bring the arms across the body very nicely. So, you know, Kamehameha blast poses, you can do that with no problem. Bicep swivel that works just fine. Double jointed elbow, far enough past 90 for me. And the elbow doesn't look too bad. The wrists are a ball hinge like normal, so you get your little tilt and rotation, no big deal. And here, I've told you earlier in the video, this is soft, rubbery kind of plastic. So I can't tell if the abdominal break in there is on a ball peg or a double ball peg. I can't really tell. But when you use it in conjunction with the ball pegs down here in the waist, you will get some crunch forward and back, side to side, twist, all that good stuff. So you'll be able to pose the abdomen, you know, pretty much how you're wanting. The hips, full-on split with zero effort. Little bit of dangle right here, but hey, good for you, Krillin. Beautiful front kick way past the waistline, so I like that a lot. And I mentioned that this is soft booty piece, so the leg will kick back how you want. Thigh swivel, that thigh swivel is no big deal. He is on with that new single jointed knee. I think he's the 4th figure. I think that Daima Adult Goku, the newest Games Begin Goku, and the that adult Daima Piccolo have all had this knee. It's kind of growing on me. Some people don't like it. Not the greatest range in the world on this one, a little bit past 90, but really what do you need more than that? And I think that looks pretty good, a little bit better than that double jointed knee. Anyways, ankle is a ball hinge like usual, but pretty good range down. I like that. Little bit of range up, and you do get some ankle rocker that works pretty good. No peg hole in the foot. And he does have a toe hinge. Again, these aren't my favorite. They never really look super great. So it's just, it's there and it functions. Anyways, his articulation for the most part is pretty solid. I can't really complain too much about it. Final thoughts on the SH Figuarts KRILLIN Goku's old friend here. This is a pretty good figure. It's not terrible. It's not great. I'm not sure we needed it. It does, in my opinion, have a little bit of an aesthetic issue. He does look a little frumpy-dumpy, at least from straight on from the front. He looks a little bit too wide in the waist and hips, but that could just be me being nitpicky. Is he better than the Earth's Strongest Man Krillin? I would say no. This is not necessarily an upgrade because that figure was a heck of a lot cheaper. In reference to the Earth's Strongest Man, he was cheaper and his articulation is just as good. And personally, I think his accessories were a little bit better. So I will give this figure a C+. For this line, he is slightly above average. Lots of room for improvement, and the fact that I personally don't feel like we need him. But anyways, that is all I've got for this figure. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. We're looking for 2,000 subscribers. And this has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.